Utah's most accurate forecast with Thomas Geboy. Weather rates certified 11 years in a row.
Good afternoon, Utah. Happy Thursday or happy Friday Eve, being that it is Thursday. The latest drought monitor came in, and we're still making some progress. It's nothing significant, but any way that we can go in the positive direction is always a good thing. Now, 37% of the state no longer in any drought category, while less than 20% is now in moderate drought. So again, moving in the right direction. But as we go throughout the next several days, we're mainly going to be talking about dry skies across the state. The only exception to that will really be in northeastern Utah later today. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But for the close of this work week, we're going to see spring warmth with increased winds as a system is going to brush by the eastern half of the state. We're going to trend even warmer this weekend, and with those warmer temperatures and all the snow that we still have up in the mountains, we are going to see increased runoff, so we'll be keeping a very close eye on that. And when it comes to the river flow forecast in northern Utah, we're expecting a decent rise for most of our rivers as we go throughout the next several days, really starting as we go into this upcoming weekend. And there are some rivers that could actually climb above flood stage. One of those rivers could be the Weber River. This is the Weber River forecast coming in from the Colorado Basin River Forecast Center. And right now it's close to action stage, but you can see as we make our way into early next week, that could climb to above flood stage. As of right now, though, there are no active flood watches, warnings, or advisories, but it is something that needs to be in the back of your mind, and we'll continue to keep you posted there. But when it comes to spring runoff, even if when flooding is not a threat, water will be running high, fast, and it will be very cold. Hypothermia and drowning are possible even in brief periods of times in water, so it's just best to stay away from that fast-moving water, especially for your kids and for your pets. Slot canyons could become inundated with runoff, and one thing to make note of here is that the Narrows at Zion National Park is actually closed. So best to stay away from those slot canyons and avoid those backcountry hazards. But if you're going to the backcountry, especially in southern Utah, plan accordingly. But as for what you can do, clear the deep snow from your foundations, clear the drainage paths, and of course stay up to date. We'll continue to keep you posted on air, online, and of course through social media. So we have a weak system that's currently sliding through. You might have noticed a little bit more cloud coverage, mainly in northern Utah, but those are mid-level and high-level clouds. Not going to see much moisture out of this system just because the bulk of it will be to the east, but in northeastern Utah and southwestern Wyoming from this afternoon into the evening, a few isolated showers and thunderstorms can't be completely ruled out. And even though you don't see Grand County included in that, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a few showers, at least in as far south as Grand County. In the meantime, though, mid-level and high-level clouds with just a few fair weather cumulus clouds at Snowbird looking absolutely incredible, still open, and still a whole lot of snow up in the mountains. But down in Glen Canyon near Lake Powell looking fantastic, and St. George, speaking of southern Utah, sitting at 71 degrees, while most of us are already in the 50s and 60s. Park City, you're currently sitting at 43, but in Park City by the heart of this afternoon, that daytime high climbing into the middle 50s, while most of northern Utah will see daytime highs in the 60s and 70s. So daytime highs will be roughly 3 to 5 degrees warmer across the state compared to what we saw yesterday, mainly 70s down south. Even Cedar City and Iron County gets to 70 degrees, while St. George will be the warmest spot, climbing to 85 degrees this afternoon. But with that weak system also moving in by this evening, we could also see some strong canyon winds along the northern Wasatch Front, stretching from Salt Lake County all the way up through Weber County, with wind gusts upwards of 35 to 45 miles per hour, with the main timing from 11 o'clock tonight through 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. As we begin the long-range futurecast, you can see that system quickly moving through. By tomorrow afternoon, the strongest winds likely going to be down south. Could see some gap winds in lower Washington County, but then high pressure will really start to build its way in, moving from west to east, and you'll start to see that the warmer conditions will be on the way because those winds will be out of the south. And from Sunday into Monday, temperatures could be more than 15 degrees above our seasonal averages. So in St. George, we'll close out the work week with daytime highs in the low to mid 80s. But for your Saturday, for your Sunday, and for your Monday, daytime highs climbing into the low and mid 90s. On Sunday, likely going to be the warmest day in St. George, as we could get close to 95 degrees. Then along the Wasatch Front, it's upper 60s and low 70s. The next couple of days with that northerly flow tomorrow, we'll see that temperature come down slightly. Mid to upper 70s on Saturday, low to mid 80s Sunday into Monday. And that's why we're keeping a close eye on those runoff concerns. But by the middle of next week, those temperatures will start to ease down. But Sunday into Monday, definitely looking warm across the state.
It's going to feel so good. I am ready for it. My electricity bill, my air conditioning will not, but,
In stages, right?
Yeah, it really is a double-edged sword, though, because I'm sure a lot of folks, myself included, looking forward to warmer temperatures finally, but that just means there's going to be more water moving downstream.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Thomas.